That's tomorrow. That's it for today. Whatever it is, it's not right there on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that. I can't read it. There's no words on it. There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean, to play us out? I don't know what that means, to play us out. Then the show? Go. That's tomorrow. That is it tomorrow, and we will leave you with. I can't do it. We'll do it live. Fuck it. We'll do it live. And we'll do it live. The fucking thing sucks. That's it tomorrow. And we'll leave you with Stinger. Cut off his video. I'm Ken O'Reilly. Yeah, that's right. All my life, waiting for somebody. Come and take my hand. All my life, waiting for somebody. Whoa, yeah. Down for so long, doesn't really matter. The downtown home, been kicked and I've been spurred. You come along, doesn't really matter. I'm going alone, doesn't even hurt. All my life, waiting for somebody. Oh yeah. All my life, waiting for somebody. Oh yeah, whoa yeah. All my life, waiting for somebody. Oh yeah. I'm waiting for the day that you come my way. Hey! Hey, I've been drove down deep. I made a big decision. I'm going to sleep, and I'm going there alone. I know damn well I'm tired of all this crying. On my feet, so fast as I can tell. I'm waiting for the day that you come my way. Somebody, waiting for somebody. For somebody. I'm waiting for somebody. Waiting for somebody. Waiting for somebody. Hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Yeah, that's right.
I mean, some of these podcasts that you watch, Ross Dog Network, literally, they should have bullets in their heads.
Hello, dudes. Can he know you? Yeah, that's right.
Paul looked down and come over with overhand right. Wow. Right on Tyson's nose. Good shot.
Good overhand right. Yeah, that's right. Yes, indeed. Good overhand right. You knocked me right out.
Kamala wouldn't have this conversation. She can't because she's not
No.
smart. You know, she's not a smart person, by the way. She can't have this conversation. And Biden, we don't even have to talk about it. I mean, he couldn't have this conversation.
He's an Asian guy. Huh.
Hey, Jews. Bye, Eagles. Bye. Haters gonna hate. Winning this game, you ain't. No, you, Philadelphia Eagles. No, you. Bye, Eagles. Bye. Yeah, that's right. It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights on the Ken TV Puppet Show tonight. Yeah! Yeah, folks, football's back. Go Jets. No you. Yeah, that's right. I'm for America's team. Go Cowboys. Fuck everyone else. That's how I feel. No you. You know it's going to be the Raiders. Raiders all the way because I'm from Toronto and I'm gay. Yeah, that's right. No you today. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. No you. 1K. Yeah! All are welcome. So few individuals. We all know who they are. I like Mel Gibson, the actor. I don't know if that guy could get on tonight, but you never know, man. Others could get on before him. They could end with him. I don't plan on that. Creeps are kind of banned from the show in a way. But yeah, nobody cares about them. All right, 1K. You can come up and share your memories from traveling to 1K and things that existed before that. Yes, and the invention of things like hello, douche. That would be entertaining. The journey to 1K. Well, takes a while. People are like, you have more than 1K videos. You should have more videos than you have subs, but don't you know that each great short brings people to the channel? That's the way that goes. Right, if you just have your base content that got you a bunch of views, and you don't do shorts, you don't do that, then you won't be expecting a lot of people to come back time and time again. Yeah. Man. A while ago, I got into the world of Spurks when these people think, and they do a lot of, hello, Michelle. Thank you. They oftentimes they do a lot of it already has an audience-based content like the Dabble, the Dabble world stuff. Yeah, but you know, John dies, and you know, I think people are suing Chewy, like a guy that nobody likes named Whoosh, and that lawsuit might cost them the Chewy network. Who knows if that even happens? Let's say it does for a minute. Not that I'm here to talk about that guy. Okay, let's say you go forward with that. There's no Chewy network, so there's nobody to crack all over John. John dies of a heart attack, most likely, with the way he takes care of himself. Kevin Brandon might go, well, that happened. I don't really have a point of doing a show. And Steel Toe also died, right? And lots of people want that to happen. Let's say it does happen. Then you don't really have a Dabbleverse. The joke of the Dabbleverse is the low end of it kind of fade out And then, what are the backyard boys going to actually talk about? Right. All their content is basically based on one thing, and that's a few other people in the Spurg world. Right. If that one thing, the bottom falls out of it, the top heavy people like Kevin Brannon probably won't be into it. He's a stand-up comic. He can kind of joke around and make fun of anything and turn it into content. He's a professional. He could base his podcast on anything. Dabbleverse, when the wind is gone. Right. Oh, I got a great idea for a new podcast. And he'll march forward with that. Sure, like everything else a man does in life, on the level of comedy he's on, he'll pick up the pieces. See Kevin Branner's new podcast. It's fucking amazing. Kicks the ass of the old one. It's about time. Right. But, nobody cares about Spurs. Prior to this channel being launched, I had quite fun in the days of being on a 24-hour show where a guy would go cock and balls. But, that's kind of over too. Cycles, things. Somebody has the ability to go live and then not so much. That's the way things work. That is. Well, I haven't seen at this point in time. Usually, sometimes it happens right away after they fade out. An Asian guy we all know so well, I have not seen a resurface with new stolen content as of yet. Sure, it's coming any day now. James Nam goes into hiding. He'll crawl out of his hiding hole and have some new content that isn't original at all. And we'll find out who he's stealing from now. And there could be a monetized content person. We're on the way, or be monetized, not notice, and not care. Till a certain point, then he'll get a copyright thing, as always. Fade out again. We don't know where. The warning signs will need to be applied. Again and again. But, enough about that creep. This is part of my history. And build toward a channel, once his original channel, was no more. The reason why I started going live. That's the way that is. Goal one was to get 1K because I thought with all their regulations, and you need this many shorts, views, and that many watch time hours. 1K was the most accomplishable of all the goals. Next, monetization. Right. On whatever platform offers it the fastest. Right. Well, Elon Musk is no longer the richest man in the entire world. Some, I think, software genius or something. Some other brilliant person said, "Move out the way," and they took over. They are the richest man in the world. It seems like they work on what their job is to make a lot of things happen. They don't just lay around going, "Got no time to focus on this richest man in the world." That's kind of like Elon Musk. I can't focus on X. Of course, I changed the image to benefit myself. That's the rich guy thing. Move out the way. Now, not richest guy anymore. Elon might have to, I don't know, do actual work. Right, and that may lead to him overseeing this new guy or new richest guy in the world and become the richest guy in the world again. Maybe before that happens, he'll roll out kind of when they did the super harsh for live video. So I do live video, all the live video time. That's always for more than an hour, or at least one. Right. And not saying that's going to be a permanent job. It could be a side hustle. I would like it to be. Right. I don't care what goes monetized first. I like to be monetized on more than one platform. And I think live video would be the best monetization option when they roll it out, because they made it impossible to get creative monetized on X. Before, in 30 days or something like that, you needed 1 million impressions. They decided to make it 5. Right. You put up the right photos, the right posts. 1 million in 30 days might be possible. You work at it, sure. Jennifer really has the evidence. Right. I think she's probably lied about a lot. I can always go to the stream and edit and change the title right now, since I think Jennifer has to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I was told this. So I can edit in real time. Okay. Live, edit. Just change the title. Remember, she doesn't get high, so she knows all the lies. Okay, and now shouldn't say that anymore. So we can just do that. Yes, everybody, I started a Wendy Haters Club. Well, I'll break down what led to the Wendy Haters Club. Okay, I wanted to pop on, hang out with her new friends one evening, and I guess some piece of shit was whispering in her ear. And she kept on saying that, I don't want your drama. What drama? And then days later, she asked me for a fucking computer. She never asked me for money, never asked me for shit, nothing in years. And all of a sudden, I'm like, wow, what a grifting fucking cunt. I didn't get mad. I didn't do anything in public. I knew she would cry and crush her. I just left her server. That's kind of like the fuck you. And then decided to start the Wendy Haters Club. Yeah. Right. I think it went south with Jennifer about 5 years ago for Wendy. Wendy had a lot of GoFundMes when Jennifer was still part of the world of Facebook. This is a different Jennifer. She's no longer part of it. I think it has nothing to do with that. Right. And she told everybody that she's becoming a grifter and she's gonna start hustling all of you and shit. And then when it happened, they all kind of turned on her and made her seem like the bad guy. And no, it was fucking Wendy. Yeah. That's about all I remember from it. When we were just me and her in voice chat in meeting number 1. True, I missed meeting 2. Yeah. I think it's, like a week ago. But does not matter. Yeah. All right, those that have been liking, I'll bring you stuff that's happening in the future. Those that have been liking the Metallica Monsters, next episode isn't for 3 to 5 days. because I have to review at least 2 modern albums and Hammett's solo EP thing. So I'm going to do that. Yeah. 2 albums in the last 25 years. It could be the new one. It could be a couple runners up, something like that. Right. Be that record they did with Lou Reed and possibly the new one. Meeting 2 got rescheduled. Is going to be in the live. So meeting 2 was supposed to be in voice chat and was trying to be rescheduled tonight in the live, but she had something early, and she didn't know if she'd be up, still up at 11 something. And I gave her the link over an hour ago, and she's probably not still up. So, yeah. No. A, she's not into that. B, no. Maybe one day. Time fades. People may be into other things. Like the guy that could get more pussy than mostly all of us put together. The Bobby McNasty. I've now met in person, hung out with him. And his podcast co-host, Jimmy Knapp, happened to also be present. He said, you never know. I might turn around one day and be in the guys. You don't know, man. Can't be anybody. So that could be in his future, or he could be straight as an arrow, as he's always been since I met him and before that. I don't know. He's not into things like crack, and he's not Hollywood. That's what happened to a Hollywood guy. But that's not just a Charlie Sheen thing. That guy that there's an AIDS epidemic in the late 90s in porn. It's one guy. The one guy that refused to get tested because he was shooting dope and taking it up the poop hole, taking it in the ass. And I don't know if he's wearing protection. Yeah. So being in the world of Hollywood and using copious amounts of illegal drugs leads to gay activity. That's what I think. So don't think crack and like heroin make you gay. No, I knew plenty of people did crack and heroin. None of them ever did anything gay. It's that and the combination of Hollywood. Right, because I forget the guy's last name, that Mark guy in the porn world. All he had to do was get tested like everybody else. And all he did was refuse to get tested and continue to make porn and giving women HIV. He's lucky he didn't give any of them full-blown fucking AIDS. But maybe he only had HIV. Could be what happened. And he never got AIDS. They said if he didn't enter the world, it'd be all fucking blowjobs and fucking lollipops. He ruined the fucking party. I feel it, man. Who doesn't like blowjobs and lollipops? Everyone. Yeah, mostly everyone. But, you know, somebody's got to ruin the party. Well, I know a guy on X that said Blue Jays all the way, and it seems like that's not working out. And one guy said the Brewers are going to win the whole thing. Well, seems like the one bulldozer that is in their way, even though they have home field advantage, is what usually is going to be in the way. Seems like you cannot beat the Dodgers because really there's only one team that can beat the Dodgers. That's the Mariners. And I'm not even from Texas. Okay. No, not the Mariners. The Seattle Mariners. I mean, I'm not even from Seattle. But they're probably the only team that can give the Dodgers a run for their money. And so far, Brewers cannot beat the Dodgers whatsoever. So it seems like they will be eliminated very soon. Same thing with the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays were ever going to beat anybody besides the Yankees. They owned the tiebreakers and pretty much owned them all year. So obviously that wasn't going to work out. And now all right. That's true. I'm saying that, right? So most likely, Seattle's going to sweep Blue Jays right the hell out of the way. Well, as this regular season ended, Blue Jays definitely were probably the most complete team and the best team on paper. When did they ever win anything? Nothing. 21 years ago, or 24 years ago. 24 years ago. Seattle Mariners were the best team on paper, best record in all of baseball. Guess what happened to them? Did we fucking squat? Got ran over by the Yanks because they weren't going to be the best team in season 2 or even second best, which were the Yankees. That year, the Diamondbacks were number 1 with a gun. They had the big unit and the Schilling. So, yeah, it wasn't going to end well, no matter who ended up on the other side of that coin. Yeah. Whether it was Seattle or New York, it wasn't going to end well. Yet, one of the few that didn't become a Yankee, right? Unit, A-Rod. I mean, I guess he didn't want to win stuff. He wanted to go to the Reds, which haven't really been doing nothing since the fucking 70s. They're the big red machine. Haven't done duck stuff. They've been doing duck stuffing. Absolutely nothing since. He was on the team at the wrong time. Right. He should have said, all right, New York, I was the Yankee killer. You win championships. I'm on board. That's really what he should have done. Right. Then, like the big unit, Mr. A-Rod, he'd have at least have 1 ring. Big unit might have more than 1. I don't know. He wasn't with them that long. He might have just gotten the 1. Better than being on Seattle and getting none. Seattle is the one lone team sitting out there that hasn't won anything that's in the playoffs right now. Them and the Devil Rays, which I call the Devil Gays. Because it rhymes. Yeah, that's right. But I wouldn't say that on the sports channel because it's not mine. I'd say here, and when they were the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, I called them the Tampa Gay Devil Gays because it rhymes. It's their bad luck having a team that rhymes with gay. Yeah. Oh, well, I guess you gotta go with Dad, Ken Griffey Sr. Let's just get where you gotta go in the journey of your baseball life. But as a player, forget about championships. It's not in the cards for every single ball player that ever suited up. That was great. He was great. Great hitter, base stealer, all that. He had a great glove too. Then he wins some Golden Gloves. So sometimes you can't win. So you just conquer the world as an individual accomplishment player. Excuse me again, sorry. That's just the way it is sometimes. But I guarantee you, Junior was more legendary than Senior. But I don't think Senior became any kind of star. That's why Junior did. Well, I mean, there's a second Ewing. But no way is he ever going to become as well known as Patrick.
He had his own fucking shoe. He's also just like Patrick going to Georgetown, of course, where his dad went, the original, right? Just like if there's a Michael Jordan Jr., he's not going to be even close to the level of MJ, right? That's why, like, the players that their dads were not stars have absolutely a chance. Cody Bellinger has a chance to become a major star because Clay was never a star. So he's just a guy on team for 2 years with the Yankees winning championship and probably on a few other teams before that and after too. And in between, right, like 99. Right. Yeah. Right. It's 25. You'll have a handful of stars. It's 25 people. You'll have a handful of stars. Everybody else is just a player. Right. So I see big things with Cody Bellinger. I see him becoming a star and possibly a captain if he doesn't stay on the Yankees. He wins a little bit with the Yankees one day, doesn't stay, and becomes the team's captain for the rest of his career. Probably not with the Yankees, since Judge is already captain. Right, but not everybody can be the captain. It's a big responsibility, seniority. Somebody that's been on team for a long time. They're selected. They seem to be the leader. Right. I don't think they're named captain that they picked that out. Somebody in the head office names him the captain. If not, how? Somebody under him. Right. And that's the captain deciders. Right. So nobody can really suggest that they're the captain. It could be an overall feeling or upper management. Either one. I will when I sit down. The prize, which was supposed to be Brendan Jacobs. Well, Mr. New York Giant won twice with the Eli Manning, among Tom Coughlin, Strahan, a few others, David Deal, many others, right? Did not respond to the phone call from these guys. I will point out I said, forget that deal. He doesn't have to return the message. You can leave a message, forget that we called. Get me a new Yankee. A current one. Doesn't have to be Judge because that's fucking impossible. That's like asking for Aaron Boone. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Yeah. Right. If I wanted strict management, I'd be lucky if I got coach. There's no way I could get the manager or the VP or the owner. Yeah, impossibles. If it's like, I got you Cashman and the pitching coach. Right. That would be a bonus. Nothing I could ask for. Right. It's like if I knew somebody knew all of the E Street Band, I asked to interview somebody, I would want to interview Clarence Clemens' nephew, Jake. Probably more obtainable than Bruce Springsteen. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Or Will Steven. They're the stars. Right. You can even add Patty, the bride and wife of the major star, also in her own right, a star. Right. It covers her and it covers Steven because she's a star in his own right. Everybody else is just in the band. Right. Just like everybody else is just on the Yankees. You can't get to the stars. Even beyond the players' stars. There would be the VP, the manager, the owner. They're just like, I'd like to interview Judge. Hold on, man. That's hard to get to. Right? It's like, yeah, almost impossible. I would take a potential new star, Jazz Chisholm, or Bellinger. We could talk about his father. That would be great. We could. Or one of the guys they called up. I mean, it'd be great to interview a rookie. Somebody that's brand new to baseball. right? That just got out of the farm system. That'd be great. They could talk about the farm system and the minor leagues and people that they potentially played with that they see possibly rolling into pinstripes in the future. You never know. Or playing on other teams. Right. And current players that they played with in the minor leagues that maybe the Yankees let go and they signed with another team. Went to another minor league system and ended up working out. Yeah. All right, I got piss. I got piss video. So I do that often. Nobody decided to join. Share some memories. It's all right. Okay. It's always tuned into the backup channel. It's just the way it's set up. Okay. Let's go short. Not 45 seconds. It's going to take at least 2. All right. I'll give you the Metallica Monsters preview. It's 2 minutes. All right. That's it. For those that don't know it, watch the replay, all that, or haven't seen it. No. Shouldn't take much longer than that. It's 2 fucking minutes. Oh, this is a recent episode that came out. Or this was a preview for 2. So enjoy the preview. Be back in 2 minutes. Oh. Never ever felt so much pain, and I can't recall any love at all. Oh, baby, this blows. Again, the real monster, Godzilla. Yeah, another monster. Very interesting. John Wayne Casey. Yeah, another monster. Creature of the Black Lagoon. Might be a more interesting monster. They're tapes of a Ted Bundy type of monster. Interesting stuff. I'd love to see Ted Kaczynski first, the Creature of the Black Lagoon. I'll send him a bomb in the mail. I don't have an address. I'm the Creature of the Black Lagoon. Can you mail the Black Lagoon? No, you. Yeah, that's right. This and many more things on the next episode of Metallica and Monsters. Oh, man. Metallica, they got some monsters. Yeah, that's right. No, you. Too much of a business driving away tonight. Psycho 78, my bathroom is new. For you don't go in the bathroom with me. Psycho 78, 12 o'clock. Don't be late. All this horror business. My mirrors are black. So close. No matter how far, could be much more from the heart. Forever trusting who we are and nothing else matters.
More boxes, more options. Grainger has over 1,700 box types in stock.
And we're back. It reminds me of an old SNL sketch. I think it's just a show that I think that Affleck would host when he hosted. Sometimes they have sketches that just the host would host so many times that they would do that sketch. And whenever he would have a guest on, he goes, "You pooped your pants." He'd always be like, "And we're back." remember. It made me laugh somehow. Yeah. I remember when that show was funny. Yeah. Well, it depends. The opening and the closing is usually good. Like I missed the opening. I can always catch the closing, catch up on NBC.com. The middle is usually, they know who to get to host the first couple episodes. They're usually stellar cast, usually, and hosts. They know what music. And the finale, like the season finale, they always, and the Christmas they land. So those are probably going to be the funniest ones. That's when they land the best entertainment. Nowadays, it gets lost in the middle. Why is this person hosting? What's the point of that? I don't understand. On the podcast you'll get soon, music and movies, we did favorite characters and favorite songs. We didn't get that much into the music. People talked about favorite John Candy characters and other things. So it should be coming soon. We waxed intelligently about things like some people have never seen Summer Rental. Like, get the hell out there. Right. Yeah. That's the way it is sometimes. Yeah. Wait. Never seen that. Oh, wait. Get the hell out of here. Classic. That was my second favorite character they played ever. I'm with Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. That's way up there. Yeah. His character about starred as much in the movie as Steve Martin's. Yeah. We talk about Jules Winfield. So there's all that. My favorite character in my favorite movie. I talked about some of the music in that movie. The Flowers on the Wall song. Or there's no flowers on the wall. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, that was a good one. Talked about a few of the surf tunes. We talked about Chuck Berry. Everybody likes that one a lot. A lot of people like that scene. We talked about Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I'll leave all that for the video. That was one of the ones we talked about in depth. And The Breakfast Club. And yeah. In fact, we'll be talking about next episode, talking about The Breakfast Club even more. And Animal House. That's to look forward to. The one that set the bar. The first movie that was all about college. All the things that happened to you in college. Right. You partied too much, and now you cannot have keg parties at your house. Time to go on the road. Perfect timing for it. Right. And there's many other things that start. Of course, there's the party animals and the preppy people that hate them. And yeah, there's a whole thing with all that. And that kind of goes with it. And of course, it could bring up the conversation of other college movies that followed, that tried to measure up to that one. Couldn't, but were great movies on their own. I can just, in this brief, when you watch the replay, bring up another great one. Dead Man on Campus. When two students learn that if their roommate kills themselves, they get top grades, and not only that, their tradition is also paid for. They're like, oh shit, we gotta get on that. It's pretty funny. They learned that one of them loves show tunes. There's no way you can be suicidal if you're way into show tunes. And they're right. Musicals are too uplifting for a depressed person. I'm with him on that. But that's just a great movie. I love it. It's about cop. There are many others. PCU. Crazy college movie. And one of Piven's best ones. Right. Yeah, in fact, weird yet strange, if you watch the episodes, some lady on the podcast said that she knows him. Yet, okay, I don't care if he's like the Ari Gold guy in real fucking life. Nobody cares. I want to talk to the man about his fucking career. Who cares what he's like in real life? She said that. I think she's saying Cusack, who she also claimed to know, John, that he's kind of an asshole. He's a celebrity. Of course he's a fucking asshole. Who cares? Really? I'm going to tell her next time I talk to her, I'll be, I don't care. He could be the worst asshole in the history of Hollywood. I'm not there to get to know the man's personality. Who cares? A lot of them are assholes. I've never heard the reputation of John Cusack is a piece of shit racist like Mel Gibson, the actor and director. I wouldn't want to interview him, I bet. Okay, so how long have you hated gay people among with all the other races? That would be part of the interview, and it would probably make us and everybody feel uncomfortable. Right? And he'd be like, gayness is a sin against God. That would probably be Mel's answer. Right. Yeah. So I've heard he's a Christian, but with all his controversy and being racist, he really looks what he is. Nuts. Yeah, I guess things work out for people like him like that. He is crazy. He looks crazy. I mean, I guess that's the way it works for him. Thank you. Would you like to come up? It's pinned. I mean, I wanted to do more than an hour. I took a survey about Tony Iommi today by his media team. They didn't try and scam me like a fake media team representing Paul Stanley tried to. And I blocked Paul on Telegram and I blocked his media person on that. And his other account, which was not his professional account, private account. Anybody could say they're famous. This was just a survey. It wasn't like, and we're going to hook you up and follow Tony on WhatsApp. I wouldn't be like, yeah, he can't be the real Tony Iommi. Yeah, if that's going to happen. Because that's where you get scammed. It's Telegram or WhatsApp. And anybody can say they're famous. Really, the guy that pretended to be Paul Stanley could have had a second cousin that actually knows him. They'd be like, I was just at his house yesterday. Here's a picture. Taking the picture and just use that as the guy at his house. Right. Or found online. All right, that's cool. All right, it's late in the East. That is true. But, 5 people with only about 2 of them typing are watching. I'm sure I'm an Asian guy. And maybe others are watching. Or I like Mel Gibson, the actor. Maybe they also are in bed and cannot chat. Right? Could happen. Or don't want to. They don't know I'm here. I have to stay. Remember, I'm on my break now of destroying lives, being super creepy. Stealing content. I was going to take a month off. Any normal, cool people are that are pieces of shit watching without typing that would like to take the link, possibly. I'm not begging, saying you. Somebody has to come on. If it doesn't happen in 20 minutes, I'm most likely going to. Okay. Damn it. I'm most likely going to end in 20 minutes. Anyways, I could go 30 if somebody popped up. That's all. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll say something more on baseball. It's not about who's the best in season one. That could be anybody. It could be the Brewers. It could be the Yankees. Anybody. It could be the Dodgers, who seem to be the best in both seasons. Right. It comes down to. Doesn't matter who was the best record, whatever, right? That's all shattered. It's over. Already happened. Who wants it more? That's what it comes down to. The two teams that want it more and the one that wants it the most, clearly, out of the two of them, that's the team that wins. Doesn't matter if they were a holdout or wild card. It matters nothing. They want it. They'll get it. That's in all sports. Just like, look at the Super Bowl. Only people, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, thought the Philadelphia Eagles were going to win. Maybe a few other people. No one else did. Everybody thought triple could happen. Apparently not yet. There isn't an unstoppable offense that could be so unstoppable that, yeah, we making history 3 in a row. No, you. Get out of the way. Right. It might happen. It may never happen. We won't know. One day it might happen. It's definitely not going to be the Chiefs. But the Chiefs and the Eagles play their cards right. It could be the third meeting. Remember, Eagles lost the original match. Won the rematch. Right? But they can lose the rematch of the rematch. Oh, shit. Thinking they're going to win 2 in a row. And the Chiefs might go, you remember last Super Bowl? No, you! Now we finish it. Could be. Yeah. Anything possible. It's easy to win the rematch. I mean, it did help in that game that Mr. Mahomes dropped the ball twice. 2 fumbles right in the end zone. Not a good start. Yeah. It's like, imagine if he wasn't playing football. He knows the road to turn on. It's right in front of him, and he makes the wrong turn and turns on the wrong road. It's got lightning and rain. It takes him in the absolute wrong direction. And he was right about to turn in the right lane. Went left and it went horribly wrong. Yeah. Or maybe he went right and the great winning road was in the left. Possibility. Right. He showed up and it wasn't his night. Well, Agro was a Chiefs fan. And he goes, yeah, the Chiefs will win if the same Chiefs show up. The Chiefs that lost the amount of games that they lost. Those Chiefs show up and it ain't happening. And those Chiefs showed up. Well, it just shows you, even a team trying to tempt history, any football team can beat any football team any given Sunday. Because even a team that won 2 Super Bowls in a row is going to have a bad night. It's going to happen. And you being the team that wants to win, and how many Eagles Super Bowls have there really been that they actually won? That's probably the second one ever. Right. Now you're in the 2 club, so you're better than the fucking Jets. Already you're better than the Jets. All right. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Right. And right. Wow. Unlike the Jets. Well, I don't remember the Jets having a history of losing in the championship, but I don't know their complete history in the championship history when there was the NFL and the AFL before they merged leagues and just became the NFL. And there was an NFC and an AFC. All of the NFC teams, except 3, are the teams that were in the NFC. Steelers, Colts, and Browns switched. They were all in the NFL. So if they merge leagues right now, or if they didn't switch and have to really switch, they will be NFC teams. Well, so far, definitely worked out for Steelers. Yeah, Terry Bradshaw have 4 rings because they won 2 in a row and then years later won 2 in a row again. I can't really talk about the NHL. I only watch game 7s in the playoffs. And if I watch any of the game 7s, I watch the entire final contest, the Stanley Cup final. Pretty much every game, or most of every game. If I miss a quarter, if I miss a period, I missed one. Right. I saw it. I was going for the Oilers, so we can talk about that. Right. Once again, the Florida Panthers, too powerful for the all-time greatest expansion team in history. Well, this is a different era of that team. If it was the Panthers of today, if you could get a time machine and have them face the Oilers of the 80s, 5th time in a row that the Oilers beat the Panthers, that's got to be a record. Yeah, that would be how that would go. With Gretzky and all that, yeah, Panthers will not stand a chance in hell of beating that team. Not even close. Right. For any amount of contests. Well, Oilers won again. Wow. Well, this is not decades after all those people retired. Right. And that is the way it is. And the Oilers of today, Edmonton, are not the way they started. Right. Everything is the best as it begins for the most part. Okay, emo. Right? Best from the start. The Rites of Spring, one of the greatest emo bands of all time. Yeah. In fact, the original emo core band and the one and only included in American hardcore. That makes them official. True, there's Marshall Mann. They might have been included in there, but not many others. Right. There's a whole documentary on before it became emo punk. It was emo core. Emo branches off right from hardcore. Who's the actress? I have no idea who that is. The only movies they were in? What? Oh. Yeah, it was a horrible loss. No, I absolutely forgot what I was talking about. Damn it. What was I going on about? Oh, I was talking about hockey. Right. I had to make room for something in art. You never know. The Panthers might be stoppable. Possibility. It's possible. I mean, another power source. I already know Diane Keaton. I've seen a lot of Diane Keaton. I don't need to look it up. I don't need to look that up. I've seen it so many times. I wouldn't need to go look it up. Yeah, I mean, in my podcast tonight, we discussed our favorite movie when she mentioned or favorite movie character and I mentioned Annie Hall. That's where it starts. Yeah. Even the Manhattan mystery movie she made with Woody was great too. So all right, let's talk about hockey. So there you go. I got the stream back. Yeah. Every player I love retired pretty much. Yeah. I woke up in a world where the bruiser didn't even exist either. And they were on strike. And they couldn't even settle this, wanting more money as the season was starting. I was like, oh God. It's just horrible. The worst. And that was a while ago. I did get good at art. Love is real news. Cable news, not always real. It's live right now, 5 o'clock. More real than cable news. That's on network. I can't say everything on cable news is real, but that's cable news. Yeah, that's right. Summer's been over for a while. September 20th. That's when summer ends. So it's been over for more than 2 weeks. Yeah, that's right, Agro. No, you. Damn, I'm losing all my trains of thought. I gotta go. All right. It's been a great. Summer loving had me a blast. Tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. Yeah. Fun movie. But then my friends were like, all right, to you, it's still summer. Wait till that wind blows cold around Halloween from New York. It won't be summer in your backyard no more. The minute it's 32 here, it'll start cooling up everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like doing a puppet thing tonight. I'm sorry. I'm on lack of sleep. I didn't have enough to get that high. Well, New York was forced to it. But there's a western section of New York, way west. Buffalo, Rochester, things near Canada, which is way colder. That's why the Bills can't win. It's too cold. We go, what about Canadian football teams? They're different. They were bred for it. They're bred for it. They're used to it. It's the same weather everywhere, except for the warmest part, BC, which is just slightly warmer. Not much. Right. Sometimes a little bit much. Right. That's why the Vikings and the Bills have never won shit. Every Super Bowl appearance, they've lost. It's too cold for them to win anything. They should move. I think Bills Nation would love being the Brooklyn Bills. You don't have to remove the initials, BB. Imagine a winning Bills franchise. Your owners should just offer them more money than the Jets want to. Right. The Jets can get a new stadium somewhere else. Maybe even a different state. That's true, but then what if they're not? How many football players are amazing are going to be from Buffalo? Right. You find the best in the country. You go places like Miami and other places. You get that player in the draft. You can control whether they're from Buffalo or not. Same thing with Minnesota. Okay, how many great quarterbacks and other players do you think are going to be living in Minnesota? Maybe a few. What if there's a guy out of LA that is just phenomenal? He's a wide receiver. It's a fucking shit. Best wide receiver in the draft. You have to draft him if you want to have a great football team. That's the way it goes. They won't be used to it because you can't just get all the players from your area. What if they all suck? Yeah. It's not like you put together a punk rock scene and you're like, if you want to be a great punk rock band in Western New York, move to Buffalo. Right, they have a hardcore scene. That's easy. The bands, if they were near Buffalo, they would probably move to Buffalo or Rochester if they didn't want to be in the most dangerous part of New York. Now that is something that the NFL could work on for Minnesota and Buffalo. Because Detroit can get just as cold. They border Canada. They do. They do. Montana, doesn't that border Canada? And I have met people that live in Montana. And in winter, it gets really cold. Yeah. Well, that's all right. But it's the most popular sport in the country. All right, man. So I'll see you the end of the night for me. Thank you for watching the 1K broadcast. No. I'm not in the mood tonight. Sorry. All right. I'll bring 2 out. I'll bring the theater out. But I'll do it real quick. I can't find the catch in puppet. Being a pack of cigarettes. Oh, right here. I don't see a Ross in there. Hello, Kenny. 1,000 subs. Yeah, that's right. That is amazing. So people that have less than 1,000, beta, beta. Smoking the memories of this piece of shit show. I hate it. No, you. I remember Ken TV before A Channel. Oh no, he was on with apologies then. Yeah, that's right. No, you. Go Raiders. Good night, everybody. Yeah, that's right. No, you. Boo America. Go, go Blue Jays. Yeah, that's right. All right. That's about it. Hold on. 1 second. Yeah, she wanted to be a pack of cigarettes. There you go. It says blank. It says blank Mabaggot on it, without the Mabaggot. There's room to write stuff. All right. Try not to go back to jail. There you go. Try doing something legitimate. Even though our country probably has the highest risk of revisitors. It's just the way it is, man. If they treat you like a human, you might not want to go back or be a person that goes back. But they don't. Right? They want to treat you like an animal because they don't fucking care. Yeah. That's kind of like the whole federal government system. They look at you as money and nothing else. Keep you in jail as long as possible to make money off your ass. That's all they give a fuck about. That's the federal government. They look at all us as a dollar fucking sign. That's the way it is. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Gotta go. All right. Good night, everybody. Yeah, that's right. Somebody told me in chat, so no you.